A wrapped single-ended install is done on your client's head, so none of the dreads are actually prepped ahead of time. The natural hair is encased in a braid, then the hair is wrapped around the braid and then dreaded at the end. This involves using a steam seal to set the entire process in place. Let's take a look at how it's done. First, begin by doing a basic hair extension braid. Since the mannequin hair along the hairline is very thick, this section is very small. Normally, I would do it a bit bigger on a regular person. Okay, once you get a few turns into your braid, split the fiber so you can continue braiding past the natural hair with 3 legs of fiber. When you get to the ends, take a little bit of extra time and patience to help push those ends in and try to make them as clean to your braid as possible. If your hair is thick like this girl, you'll probably end up with a few little pokies, but don't worry about that, those will be covered. Keep braiding a few turns past the natural hair, then take your comb and back comb a bit right at the end of the braid so that your braid doesn't unravel. Now, normally if I was going to do a full head, I would continue braiding the rest of the hair to this point, then continue on with the second step. For your second step, you're going to pull loose extension hair through at the base. You're going to pull it through with a latch hook, and you have 2 legs coming through like floss. Then you're going to put those together, and you're going to back comb them to give them a little bit of loft. We're not back combing these solid and thick. These aren't going to become another dread wrapped around a dread. We just want to get that hair combined so that it doesn't separate. I'm also trying to back comb this relatively flat. A little bit more. Okay. Now, we're going to take this hair and we're going to wrap it around the braid so that we no longer see that braid. And it helps too if you overlap that hair a little bit so you end up with a little bit extra coverage. Okay, once you get to where they merge, you're gonna give your wrapping hair a little bit of back combing, and you're going to separate the end hair a little bit and back comb that together because you're trying to make this transition as smooth as possible so that this part doesn't unwrap and unravel and that this part blends seamlessly into the end. I find that if you back comb them in smaller sections a little bit first, then back combing them at the end will make that transition a lot easier. And a lot less likely to unravel on you. Okay, at this point, we're just gonna back comb the ends of the hair. Then we're gonna get our steamer ready and we're gonna steam set this entire thing. When you're steaming, you're gonna steam from the tip all the way to the end. So twist. You'll see that tighten down. This will also help relax that braid that's on the inside as well. Steaming over the transition. Continue twisting and steaming until you get to the end of your dread. Once you get there, you have completed your first wrapped single-ended dread. Go ahead and continue working the rest of the head in the same way and refer to the finishing section to clean up any fuzzies and your ends.